You catch your girl at a hotel with another guy. But instead of getting angry, you offer them protection and tell them to stay safe. But the man isn't grateful. He even invites you in to watch. So you angrily walk into the room, only to find two more men inside. Wang Kong and Li Gang. You guys are here too? Fan, we didn't know she was this kind of person. Why don't you join us? Hearing this, you are happy instead of angry. No thanks, guys. I'm not into that. Yuvin hope Lu Yao stays stuck with them. The reason you feel this way is because the moment you entered, you awakened. A cheat to see disease monsters on people. And Wang Kong has a huge syphilis monster on him. It's already level 20. Now Lu Yao stops pretending and starts insulting you. Yufen, the 6 grand you make delivering food isn't even enough for my makeup. To be honest, I've been to this room 10 times already. After Lu Yao finishes, she expects you to explode, but you aren't angry at all. Instead, you sneer inside. What a total slut. You're in for it now. Have fun, Lu Yao. After leaving the Genting Hotel, you see a stranger coughing on the street.
He has a level 1 cold monster on his head.
A system window pops up, asking if you want to fight. Curious, you choose yes. Instantly, you enter another world. A polar bear stands before you. An HP bar glows over its head. Then you see you have an HP bar too. The bear charges at you. You instinctively dodge, but find you can't move. After getting hit, a red 10 pops up over your head. Then the cold monster stops moving. Now you find you can move. So you instinctively punch the monster in the head. Its HP drops by 12. This is typical turn-based combat. You keep attacking each other until you have 10 HP left, and the monster's HP hits 0. It crashes to the ground. Battle over. Gain 10 EXP. Level up to level 2. Congrats, inventory unlocked. Equipment tab unlocked. Congrats on defeating the cold monster. Gained skill. Strong. The scene shifts back. You're back on the sidewalk. The guy who was coughing like crazy is suddenly all better. It seems defeating the monster cures the disease, and I get rewards for it. If I open a clinic to treat people, I'll be rich. You look at other passers-by, but to your surprise, their disease levels are all 50 or higher. Heart disease and uremia generals. Things you can't mess with yet. It seems diseases modern medicine can't cure are impossible for me to beat now. The priority is to level up fast. Then, you think of a place to grind, Renai Hospital. You decide to head home to rest first. But you meet your beautiful landlady in the hall. You didn't expect her to have breast cancer. So young to have such a disease. What a shame. But what's a breast cancer scout? Forget it for now. A level 10 monster is beyond me anyway. Go get a checkup sometime. After saying that, you hurry into your room. Liu Ryan is stunned. She was diagnosed with late-stage cancer. How did Ke Yufen know? Inside your room, you see your best friend Chun Hao. He has several diseases. The most obvious is a flabby monster. He brags to me all day, but turns out he's got nothing. For your bro's happiness, you start a battle with the flabby monster. It looks like a limp earthworm. The fight is the same as before. Turn-based. No contest. You win. A scimitar drops this time. Equipment obtained. Plus 15 attack power. Battle over. You return to reality. Unaware Chen Hao suddenly feels lighter down there. Like he's full of power. Third bro going to Dream Paris Spa? My treat. Ha ha ha. Go by yourself. I'm not going. Fine then. I'll go alone. Next day, you go to Renai Hospital. A familiar voice calls from behind. We're broken up. Why the hell are you stalking me? It's Lu Yao. She woke up today and found a bunch of bumps down there. It's itchy and painful. So she came for a checkup. The syphilis monster struck. Wonder if the other 3 got it too. Then a roar comes from nearby. Damn it, Li Gan, it was you. Everyone knows you mess around. Think about it. It's obviously Lu Yao. She's a well-known boss. Watching this mess, you just smile. Only you know. It actually started with Wang Kong. His monster was level 20. You walk over to them to comfort them. Actually, it's not that scary. Just take your meds. Keep exercising. Stay positive. And eat well. In time, you'll be dead. After saying that, you walk away coolly, leaving the three of them shivering. Then you go to pediatrics to start your level grind. LVL1 Gluttony Monster. Fight. You farm monsters all day. You reach level 7. Your equipment slot is full. Your bag is full of meat drops. The inventory is great. Time stands still inside. Nothing ever expires. But there's one downside. No living things allowed. Also, you got a gold skill. Gold Needle. It relieves pain and boosts energy. After learning it, you go home. You run into Liu Ryan again. She offers to buy you dinner. So you take Chun Hao to a BBQ joint with her. But as soon as you arrive, Liu Ryan's condition flares up. Collapsing in agony? It hurts. I guess I'm done for. Seeing this, you recalled the golden needle technique. You quickly inserted needles into 3 points. Yan's complexion improved instantly. I've only eased your pain for now. You should still get a hospital checkup. Okay, thank you. After dinner, Yan called you to her penthouse mansion. Spend these last few months with me. I can give you this apartment. So you already knew your condition. Yes, I've never been in love before. So before my life ends, I want a simple, real romance. But why choose me? Because you're down to earth and very handsome. Plus, your acupuncture helps my pain. That gives me more time by your side. Holy crap, a free house. And a girlfriend too. What's there to think about? So you quickly agreed. Meanwhile, you made a silent vow. I must cure her illness. You went to Renai early next day. You spent the whole day grinding levels. You reached level 10. At the same time, you gained a hidden talent, invulnerability. Reduces all damage from martial masters, and boosts your attack and defense. Immune to all status effects, restoring 21,000 HP per second.
Holy cow.
This talent is insane. With this talent, you can take on much stronger foes. You rushed back to the apartment. You challenged the virus inside Yan. Yan was happy to see you. Babe, those needles yesterday. I felt great all day today. Wait, it'll feel even better soon. Just as you spoke, you engaged the breast cancer army. The vanguard was a colorful tiger. It had 2,000 HP. You slashed at the tiger. HP reduced by 250. This talent is amazing. Then the tiger attacked you. Thanks to your talent, you only lost 20 HP. You traded blows for thousands of rounds. You defeated the vanguard. You obtained the white tiger gear. For every level the gear gains, all stats increase by 10 points. Current level 1. Suddenly, beside Yang, a level 20 disease monster appeared. LV 20 breast cancer centurion host. Defeating it adds 2 years to Yan's life. Cancer really isn't easy to cure. There are probably many more monsters. But this gives me hope. At this moment, Yan felt much lighter for some reason. What's happening? Is this the power of love? Then Yan took your hand and led you to the bedroom. After an intense battle, you looked at Yan. You froze. Holy crap. A level 100 infertility monster appeared. What on earth did Yan do in her past life to suffer so much in this one? Early next morning, you returned to Rinne Hospital to grind and level up. But you saw many more guards. Hospital revenue dropped by 1/5. Patients were cured instantly after registration. The director suspected illegal practice. Keep a close eye on everyone today. At the same time, a gurney was rushed past you. Too many bleeding points. He'll die if we don't stop the blood. Get Dr. Lee for surgery now. Seeing this, you acted decisively. You used needles to stop the bleeding. The bleeding monster dropped to level 15. Then you started the battle. with your invulnerability talent, as expected. Congratulations. Reward, century-grade massage skill. Just then, the doctors saw the bleeding had stopped. Don't remove this needle during surgery. It stops both blood and pain. You instructed them. The doctor was confused, but surgery was urgent, so he said nothing else. Right then, the family came to thank you. They had clearly seen that, after your needle, the patient's bleeding stopped. Looking closer, it was your old classmate, Zhou Zhang. The victim was his father, the police chief, stabbed while catching criminals. Luckily, you stepped in. Joe promised to catch up after surgery. You agreed. Then you went back to grinding. As you were leaving that evening, your phone rang. It was Zhou Zhang. His father was in a coma after surgery. Doctors said he needed a second one, but the survival rate was under 10%. In this critical moment, he immediately thought of you. You rushed to the ward. You looked closely. Level 20 elite key deficiency monster. You realized instantly the coma was due to low key. Initially, you weren't sure about an elite monster. But after this morning's experience, you knew to use the needles first to lower the monster's level. So you said you'd try. But the doctor interrupted. This is ridiculous. You'd trust someone unlicensed over a legitimate hospital? Zhou Zhang shot back. If you can guarantee a 50% success rate, I'll let you handle him. The doctor's face turned dark. He said nothing. None of them spoke. Joe looked at you. It's up to you now, Fan. You nodded. You gotta work. After using the needles on the patient, to be safe, you also used century-grade massage. The disease monster dropped from level 20 to 15. Then you quickly started the battle. With your gear and talent, the 2,500 HP gorilla died in 9 hits. The battle dropped 5 aged fleeceflower roots and an ancient vitality soup recipe. After the battle, the patient woke up, though he was still very weak. You took out the recipe. Get this medicine for him immediately. After drinking the soup, the patient's color returned instantly. Zhou Zhang quickly came over to thank you. At the same time, the attending doctor secretly copied your prescription. He realized it had huge financial value. But what he doesn't know is, even if he gets the formula, he still can't reproduce the vitality soup, because one key ingredient can only be obtained from defeating monsters. After fixing the problem, you immediately went back to leveling up, because Liu Ryan really doesn't have much time left. As your level kept going up, you noticed the XP needed for each new level was increasing fast, so your growth kept slowing down. After grinding in the hospital for days, you finally reached level 15. From those battles, you also figured out elite monsters have double the stats of normal ones at the same level. But as for boss monsters, they're still a mystery to you. One day, like always, you went to Renai Hospital to grind. Suddenly, a rare disease monster caught your eye. Migraine monster. Boss level disease monster ready for battle. Damn, finally, I get to fight a boss monster. You quickly started the fight. Right then, a notification popped up in front of you. To fight the boss disease monster, you must use gold needles for bloodletting first. What the heck? Why are there prerequisites now? Helpless, you pretended to explain. You're from a TCM family and can use acupuncture to help with the headache. After he agreed, you stuck silver needles into 3 acupoints on the guy. Then you successfully entered the fight. Migraine monster level 10, boss HP 5,000. No doubt it's a boss. Normal monsters at this level barely have 1,000 HP. The boss has 5 times more than that. The enemy attacked first.
Bam!
You saw a 50 pop up above your head. Sure enough, it's tough. Even with your super strong defense trait, you still lost 50 HP. If it was a normal monster, it could barely chip off single digits. Now it's your turn to attack. Bang again. You hit for 200, not bad. Mainly because this monster uses magic, not pure defense. So it's got weak defense. After over 20 rounds, You finally won the fight. You also got a base ring as loot. Equip base ring to add healing to skills. Restores 10 HP every second. Also, your gold needle skill leveled up from this fight. New effect unlocked. Hang on to life. Keeps the patient alive for one more day. Force life support for a day. Can only be used once per person. In the next few days, you kept grinding monsters nonstop. But you felt your leveling up was still way too slow. Spending half a month grinding only got you to level 18. Keep in mind, you'll need to face a level 20 boss monster soon. You need to at least reach level 25 to have a chance. Who knows how long that's gonna take? Right then, a special monster popped into view. Lucky monsters are especially rare. Fighting them gets you rewards. Without hesitation, you entered the fight. Standing before you was a flashy pink stink pig. Beside it, a sparkling treasure chest. Battle starts. You made the first move, and your strike shredded it to pieces instantly. Congrats, host. You got a gold-grade golden dragon armor. You earned 50,000 XP. Level up to 20. Wow, these lucky monsters are seriously awesome. You quickly check the golden dragon armor. Equipped, defense plus 1,000. HP plus 2,000. Block plus 200 skill. Diamond body. Boosts your defense by 50. Looking at the armor in front of you, you suddenly felt, it's time to take on the breast cancer centurion. So you rushed back to Jinishu Mansion. Once home, you gave Liu Ryan an acupuncture session first, lowering the monster's combat strength. Then entered the fight. The enemy was an even fiercer white tiger. Breast cancer centurion, level 20 boss monster. HP 20,000. The enemy attacked first again.
Its giant claw struck you down.
It dealt 110 damage. But with your huge recovery and new gear, you only lost 45 HP. Then your turn to attack.
Ban.
You hit for 2,000 HP. 2 hours later, relying on the golden dragon armor's block and healing, you finally took the win. Right after, another disease monster appeared near Liu Ryan. Breast cancer commander, level 30 boss monster. Beating it adds 3 years to lifespan. I knew it wouldn't be that simple. But at least now you can catch your breath. You spent most of your time with her after that, only going out sometimes to grind. One day, you went to the hospital as usual. You spotted a special monster in the crowd right away. Charms monster, a rare disease monster. You started the fight right away. This Charms monster showed up as a golden dragon. Same as the last lucky monster you met. It was defeated in one hit. Congrats, host, you got a Dragon Pearl. Dragon Pearl permanently doubles all attributes. Extra skill, Beast Mastery. Domesticate target to 100% loyalty. Also, pets get triple stats. Back when you were leveling up, you already noticed. Some pets had a taming panel next to them. Those panels appeared occasionally. But you didn't know what they were for back then. Turns out, you have a shot at taming pets. They can fight alongside you. And now with Beast Mastery, every pet I tame is 100% loyal. Talk about luck. After finishing your leveling for the day, you plan to drive home. Halfway there, Zhou Zhaoxiao called you. Zhou Zhaoxiao is Zhou Zhang's little sister, and was the campus beauty back in high school. You saved her dad before, and she still remembers you even now. Hello, Fan. What's up? Zhaoxiao, here's the situation. I opened a beauty spa here. A top influencer with 1 million followers got a face full of pimples after our treatment. She's asking for a huge payout. Otherwise, she expose us online. But I'm certain, there's no way my products are the issue. I heard from my brother that you're a skilled doctor, so I was hoping you could help me out. You agreed right away. When you got there, you immediately noticed a disease monster on that influencer girl. Plastic surgery monster, rare disease type. Level 5, not fightable. Obviously, she's spent a lot on her body. But online, she pretends she's all natural. No plastic work, just born this way. Then you put some of Zhou Zhaoxiao's beauty products on your own skin. If the product was harmful, the system would pop up a warning. But even after a while, no warning came. So definitely no problem with the product. That means the issues got to be with the influencer Coco. Looking closer, she had several disease monsters on her. Constipation boss monster, level 10, fightable. Hemorrhoid boss monster, level 10, fightable. You instantly understood. The real reason for all her pimples was the two boss-level disease monsters. They caused toxins to build up in her body. At this point, Coco was still threatening to expose you online, unless she got a massive payout. Seriously, how shameless can you get? Next second, you straight up called out her fake boobs and her nose job. Coco was instantly stunned. She only got that work done in Korea recently. Not even her manager knows about it. Seeing you actually know your stuff, she had to back down. Fine, I'll let this go. You explained to Coco, the real reason you have pimples is that you've been constipated for a long time. But no matter the cause, I can still help you get better. Coco was even more shocked hearing this.
Damn.
Even my assistant doesn't know these private details. How does he know? I promise you, as long as you can cure me for good, I won't make a fuss about any of this. I'll even promote your beauty shop for free, so to help Zhou Xiao with her problems. You agreed. Then you took out silver needles and started acupuncture on her face. And you used the chance to start a battle. Right after, in your mind space, that lion-looking constipation monster rushed at you, with just a shout from him. But thanks to the power of your dragon pearl treasure, your defense is now at 7,000. These low-level boss monsters in front of you are absolutely no match for you. So, as expected, you won in just one round? Meanwhile, back in the real world, Coco felt a huge wave of mutation rushing in. She clutched her butt and ran to the restroom.
10 minutes later.
Coco came out feeling totally refreshed. Wow, you're so young and yet so skilled. Then she looked at Zhou Xiao and said, Don't worry, I promise I'll do what I said. After settling everything perfectly, you went back home. But what you didn't expect was Zhou Xiao at this moment already had special feelings for you. After getting home, you decided to follow Chun Hao's lead and open a hot pot restaurant. The reason was simple. All the meat you got from fighting monsters needed a way to be used up.
Later.
You and Chun Hao opened Chuan Wei Zhuan, a hot pot place. He handles operations. You supply the ingredients. The rest of your time, you grind monsters at the hospital and level up. Until this day, Zhou Zhang invited you to a class reunion. Once you arrived, everyone started cozying up to Zhou Zhang because his dad was just named a top candidate for party secretary. Only one person came up to greet you. It was Ran, the class beauty. She was also one of your few true friends back in school. But the next second, you froze because you saw on her a despairing disease monster, Owls, vanguard of the army, level 10 boss monster, battleable. What does ALS mean? You couldn't be more clear about it. Getting this disease is basically a death sentence ahead of time. You didn't even hesitate. You instantly started the battle. A level 10 boss monster is nothing to you now. Congrats. Host. Battle 1. You've gained the skill Kidney Deficiency Strike. Skill type. Active battle. Reduces target's attack and stamina by 20%. Lasts for 10 rounds. When you looked at and ran again, sure enough, another AOS disease monster appeared. Centurion of the army. Level 20 boss monster. Can battle after acupuncture. You originally planned to secretly grind some XP. But now there's a precondition for the fight. With no choice, you stopped. You then looked at and ran, and gently reminded her, remember to get checked at the hospital when you can. But the next second, everyone in the room got restless. Suddenly, in the private box, 3 masked, knife-wielding thugs burst in. Nobody move, damn it. Move and you're dead, got it? The girls screamed, but your rival, Sunwei, tried to play hero at this moment. He got taken out in one strike by the masked guy. Blood gushed from him on the floor. At that moment, you noticed each of the 3 thugs had a tiny red figure on them. Level 2 murder monster. Special monster can't be battled. Level 1 murder monster. Special monster Can't be battled. Didn't expect to see that too. Afterwards, the three quickly whipped out Zhou Zhang's photo among the crowd and started searching. Turns out, they're fugitives from the 418 serial murder case. Back then, director Zhou Changshan shot one of them dead. Now they're here for revenge. One thug saw and ran was still charming. Couldn't hold back.
He walked over with a wicked grin.
Their boss didn't stop him. Anyway, it's just a minute. Doesn't really matter. But the next second, the guy suddenly collapsed, limp. The other two hadn't realized what was happening, and both fell down, legs weak. That's right. You used kidney deficiency strike on the thugs from a distance. It drained them instantly. They slumped to the ground. The classmates were shocked by your skills, and now saw you in a whole new light. Only Sun Wei was left alone, bleeding and crying on the floor. Next, you just need to call the police and wait. Someone in the crowd suggested. Zhou Zhang should call his director dad first. Let him bring people to catch the fugitives. That way, his dad's party secretary job is basically locked in. And all the classmates present would benefit too. So everyone quickly agreed. When you got back to Chuanwei Xuan, it was already late. Your restaurant has been doing incredible business lately. Because your ingredients have that flavor you can't find anywhere else. Just then, a stranger walked up to you. He introduced himself as Zhao Kai, Zhou Zhaoxiu's brother-in-law. But when you looked closely, you found he had a premature ejaculation monster, plus kidney deficiency, and other monsters. Clearly, he's wrecked his body with booze and women. And his first words were to tell you to stay away from his sister-in-law. Ever since his brother died, Zhao Kai has been after Zhou Zhaoxiu. He even had plans ready. But lately, she's been hanging out with you, so he hasn't had his chance. So you better keep your distance? Guess it's true that widows cause drama. Hearing this, you just slapped him. You kidding me? You're lecturing me. Zhao Kai was stunned, knocked down. He's from the richest family, and yet got beaten by a hot pot shop owner. He tried to get up and fight, but he's too weak from all the partying, so he could only threaten you while leaving. I'll find 100 ways to ruin you. Early next morning after waking up, Chen Hao called you urgently. Bro, we've got trouble. Someone ate at our place and got food poisoning symptoms. You rushed back to the shop, found some people vomiting non-stop. Level 8 diarrhea monster. Level 5 vomit monster. Wow, they're really not faking. If I wasn't so sure about my meat, I would have believed them. By now, the store was packed with people. Even a reporter showed up. You realized it's time to show your crisis management skills. You told everyone, go pick any meat from the warehouse and have it tested. If any problem is found, you'll give a 10,000 yuan reward. Those vomiting and diarrhea folks went with you to the hospital to check. If it really is food poisoning, the shop will pay 10 times the medical costs and will close immediately. Zhao Kai, hiding in the crowd, smirked harder than an AK. He was sure it was food poisoning because he made them eat moldy stuff at home. That's the real cause. So he was very cooperative with the tests. But when they got to the hospital, somehow, they suddenly didn't feel so much stomach pain. Instead, their kidneys hurt a lot. When exam results came out, Zhao Kai was stunned. The doctor said their stomachs were totally fine, but found they all had severe kidney weakness from overindulgence. Serious kidney deficiency? Can't handle supplements. The vomiting and diarrhea was caused by kidney deficiency. Fight me. That's right, you interfered. You just used your system. Then you casually hit them with a full set of kidney deficiency punches. After that, you calmly said, kidney deficiency. That has nothing to do with my hot pot place, right? When Zhao Kai heard this, his face turned as dark as the bottom of a pot. He had no choice but to give up. Just like that, their carefully planned scheme just fell apart. But the next second, you ran into someone you didn't want to see. Xiao came looking for you on purpose. He knew you opened a hot pot restaurant, and business is booming. So he came to get back together. And he said he changed completely right after the breakup. Fan, didn't you used to want me? Tonight I'm yours. Hearing that, you felt completely grossed out. You took a closer look. The syphilis monster was still there. And now there were also things like the genital warts monster. There was even a special green monster. Killer monster. Level 3 special monster. Can't be fought. But this time it's not red. It's green. You don't believe Su Yo would actually kill anyone. So what does this green killer monster mean? It hits you right away. Abortion, and not just once. That's Su Yao the Great for you. Seriously, that's scary. You can't be bothered to argue anymore. So you shout right on the street, everyone, watch out. This person has STDs and syphilis. When people heard that, they all hurried to get away. When Su Yao saw that, he could only curse and leave, frustrated. Meanwhile, at Zhangcheng First Hospital, many specialists and even the director looked worried. It's hemophagosic syndrome. That's a really serious blood disorder. Even a god couldn't fix this. The real issue is the man on that hospital bed. He's not just anyone. He's Shen Tianfeng, boss of the Shen Group, a listed company. Now he's already in a coma, and his fever won't go away. Miss Shen, we've done all we can. She's Shen Tianfeng's younger sister, and also Liu Ryan's close friend, Shen Yuwei. When Liu Ryan heard about her friend's brother's condition, the first thing that came to mind was your acupuncture. She wanted you to come help. After you got to the hospital, you checked out Shen Tianfeng's illness. Hemophagosic monster, level 40 elite monster. Defeat it, and you can add 3 years to his life. Seeing that, you couldn't help but sigh. At least it wasn't a boss monster. Otherwise, even you couldn't save him. With your current level 25, facing a level 40 elite monster, you're still not very confident. But the patient could die at any moment. Then you get an idea. So you stick silver needles into Shen Tianfeng. Level 3 golden acupuncture can save someone from dying. It can keep someone alive, at least for 1 day. Soon after, Shen Tianfeng, who was in a coma, slowly woke up. Then you wrote out a prescription for qi and blood soup, and told them to get the meds from the pharmacy. After he took the medicine, Shen Tianfeng got a bit better. Even though this state only lasts 5 days, that's enough time for you to level up a few times. Right away, you tell Shen Yuwei that you can cure this. But you need to get ready first. If you'd said that earlier, she'd have thought you were a scammer. But after seeing her brother actually wake up because of you, a real miracle, she fully trusted your skills. On your way back, you saw a piece of news in the car. The public already knows Shen Tianfeng is terminally ill, and that he might die soon. Because of that, Shen Group's stocks keep tanking. But if 5 days later, word gets out that Shen Tianfeng is fully recovered, then Shen Group stock will definitely skyrocket. So you instantly call Chun Hao and tell him to gather all the store's extra funds and get ready to buy Shen stock. After checking, Chun Hao only finds 200,000 in cash. That's not much. The next second, your phone gets a transfer of $1 million. It's from Liu Ryan. He guessed what Shen stock was about to shoot up. But he just wasn't interested in making more money now. So he gave you $1 million and let you do as you please. Over the next 4 days, you grinded levels in the hospital non-stop, finally reaching level 28.
Plus,
You also happened to pick up a silver-grade weapon, Shadow Battle Axe. After equipping the Shadow Battle Axe, you get an extra 50 points of armor pen. At dawn the next day, the hospital called with an emergency. Shen Tianfeng had fallen into a coma again. All his vitals were dropping fast. You rushed to the hospital to fight. The monster attacked first. Bang, 150. No wonder it's a high-level elite monster. Even with the golden dragon armor and invincible body perks together, it still deals a ton of damage to you. Now it's your turn to fight. Another bang. 200. Time passed bit by bit. With your kidney deficiency punches weakening it, you barely managed to win. The monster dropped a blood-red egg this time. It says it'll hatch in 7 days. You put it in your inventory. Meanwhile, Shen Tianfeng woke up in his hospital bed. Seeing her brother awake, Shen Yuwei grabbed your hand, super excited. The next second you saw a special disease monster on her. The special disease monster is female. Level 100 boss monster. Can be fought. This disease means physical defects, 'cause the woman to be unable to have normal married life. In ancient times, this kind of woman was seen as unlucky. Modern medicine believes it's a very tough condition to fix, but you know you can cure it. The thing is, you're no match for a level 100 boss right now. But right after, you discover a line of green text under the monster. The female monster has a dagger that once stabbed her. That weapon is specially effective against her. It must be a unique item designed for this boss. But here's the problem. How do I get the item if I don't start the fight? And if I do start, I'm outmatched. Even if I manage to win, what's the point of getting the item then? Forget it, I'll deal with it later. Right now, word spread that Shen Tianfeng was out of danger. Shen stock started rising. After a few more days, Shen stock maxed out. The 1.2 million you invested turned into 2.4 million. Some insiders found out the reason Shen Tianfeng came back from near death was meeting a miracle doctor. That news spread quickly in top business circles. What's most important when you're rich? Of course, it's health. So tons of business leaders tried every way to get info on the miracle doctor, but in the end came up with nothing. That was part of your deal with Shen Tianfeng. The Shen family had to keep everything about you secret. A tall tree catches the wind. If you stand out, people will come for you. Right now, you'd rather lay low and grow. But just to thank you, Shen Tianfeng gave you a check for 1 million and said he wants to work closely with you. Shen Group always wanted to move into health and wellness. They're planning to set up a Chinese medicine industrial park. So, Shen Tianfeng asked if you had any ideas. You suddenly thought of your key and blood soup. With a few tweaks, it still has great energy and kidney-boosting effects. It's perfect for men with kidney deficiency, and it can be produced on a large scale. Shen Tianfeng agreed on the spot. The Shen Group invests for 49%, and you provide the formula for 51%. The herbal park is set up in your hometown, with you fully in charge, and they'll connect with you through God and future. So now you're officially at the capitalist's table. After all these years of delivering packages, you realized only by getting to that table. Can you truly become a player and change your fate for good? 7 days passed. Now you're holding that red pet egg. The hatching is finally done. With a flash of golden light, a little panda-like animal appeared before you. Golden level pet panda. Level 1, HP 1000, attack 100, defense 500, first skill, ice attack. Sometimes it can freeze targets. Passive skill, takes 30% less damage. Pet's HP is shared with its owner. You just froze on the spot when you saw that. That's basically adding a whole new fighter. On the enemy's attack turn, they can only pick you or your pet at random to attack. So someone else shares your damage now. But during their defense turn, they have to take hits from both you and your pet. Damn, that feels awesome. Before, you always felt fighting high-level monsters was impossible. Leveling up in the late game was just way too hard. But things are different now with this pet. So your top priority now is to level him up first. Your pet's XP bar is totally separate from yours. So you have to let the panda keep all the XP. Luckily, he needs less XP to level up than you do. You grinded for 5 whole days. Finally, you got your pet up to level 28. You rushed back home right away, eager to take on Liu Ryan's breast cancer army and finish off Qianhu's slash. Battle started. The boss launched the first attack, but got frozen in place the next second. Your golden panda used its skill. Then it's your turn to attack. You hit with Shadow Battle Axe. Bang! 200. Meanwhile, your panda bit down on the enemy too. Bang! 50. Then it's the enemy's turn to attack. This time, the panda's the target. Bang! 300. Since your panda's a tank, he can really take a beating. This went on for hundreds of rounds. You won the fight. After the Centurion was taken out, a new disease monster popped up right after. Breast Cancer Army Warlord, level 50 boss fight. Beating it gives you 5 more years of life. That's a boss above boss level. Who knows how much tougher it's gonna be. This time, the Centurion dropped a new skill. Sticky fingers. Can only be used on disease monsters. If you don't start a fight, and you don't battle, there's a chance to get something off the monster. Cooldown is 7 days. Right away, you thought of Shen Yuwei's level 100 corpse lady monster. Sticky fingers. You can use it to get an item from a disease monster, without even fighting. So you headed to the herbal factory right away. In the office, Shen Yuwei was sitting at her desk. After you said a few polite words, you quickly used sticky fingers on her. Nice, you got something on your first try. You opened it up. Dried banana. What the hell is this? Why does the corpse lady have a banana? Total waste of a chance. So you just had to wait 7 days to try again. 7 days later, Zhou Zhouxiao called you. Sounded hesitant, like something was bothering him. Turns out he had hemorrhoids acting up. Hurts like hell. But he doesn't want to go to the hospital. You agreed to help. Then you drove straight to Zhou Zhouxiao's place. When you looked, sure enough, a familiar figure was there. Hemorrhoid monster, level 15 normal monster. Massaging the area lets you fight. Now you're the one in a tough spot. Zhou Zhouxiao saw you struggling to even talk, so he blushed and asked if it's really that hard to treat. Should we check first? You say, yeah, I can treat it, but it'll take a special massage to heal it up. He was super happy to hear that there'd be no surgery. Totally relieved. As long as massage works, he's okay with anything. So he dragged you into his bedroom. After a wild session, you solved the hemorrhoid monster perfectly. Zhou Zhouxiao instantly felt much better. He started looking at you differently. Suddenly, like he made up his mind, he took your hands. Fandi, I've liked you for a long time. I know you have a girlfriend, but let me be your lover. You straight up turned him down. But what you didn't expect was... Zhou Zhouxiao didn't freak out. Alright, if that's the way it is, we'll just keep being friends from here on. Okay? You agreed. But the next second, your phone rang. It was Liu Ryan. After hearing what she said, you got super pissed off. From the call you learned, an unexpected guest showed up at Liu Ryan's place. A few years ago, her family set up a verbal engagement with Wang Delong. Back when Wang Delong heard Liu Ryan was terminally ill, he demanded to call off the engagement. But the elders stopped him and told him if she died, the engagement would end automatically. But now that he knows her breast cancer was cured, he's shamelessly here again wanting to marry her. After hearing that, you rushed to Jingshu Mansion. You just wanted to tear that scumbag apart. Once you got there, you immediately saw the guy was covered in all kinds of disease monsters. Among them, there was one that really caught your eye. Kun Kun prosthetic monster. Level 100 special disease monster ready to fight. Damn, is this guy even a dude anymore? What the hell are you looking at? Wang Dalong saw you staring at him and yelled at you. I'm here for my wife, which is perfectly reasonable. Then he handed you a bank card. For the time you two spent together, I'll make it up to you. There's 5 million on this card. Just think of it as your breakup fee. Take it and get out. You'd heard from Liu Ryan about Wang Delong before. Wang Delong is a well-known bully in Liu Ryan's hometown, Anping County. His family cozied up to local officials and never stopped abusing the townspeople. Ever since Wang Delong became an adult, Anping County hasn't had a single peaceful day. Some villagers just couldn't take it anymore, being bullied every day, so they went to the court. But with officials and businessmen working together, those people were already Wang's family's lackeys. Even the victims' lawyers were on their side. The outcome was obvious. Victims not only lost their cases, but even their whole families got brutally targeted afterward by the Wang family. After that, nobody in Anping County dared stand up to the Wang clan. No one wants to risk their family for that. No way anyone would. Liu Ryan, being one of the prettiest girls in Anping County, naturally caught Wang Delong's eye. So his parents pressured the Liu family and forced them to marry her off to him. When they found out she was sick, he wanted to break off the engagement immediately. But at that time, Wang's parents' company was about to go public, so they didn't want any trouble. Now, after hearing Liu Ryan recovered, he can't wait to snatch her up. What the hell are you waiting for? Hurry up and take the money, then leave. You still didn't budge. That just made Wang Delong even madder. You started thinking hard about how to deal with this dirtbag. You could just take him out and use your inventory to hide the body, but that's honestly too easy on him. Suddenly you had an idea. Got it. You quickly targeted Zhou Wang Dalong's Kun Kun prosthetic monster and started the fight. Even though he's level 100, you weren't scared at all. Because these special high-level diseases are usually just for show. Just like the fortune monster and luck monster before. Sure enough, you took care of the Kun Kun prosthetic monster easily. Wang Dalong's face turned pale before my eyes. He clutched his crotch in pain, collapsed on the floor, kept twitching. Damn, what just happened? Feels like I lost something down there. Liu Ryan saw this. She covered her mouth and spoke up. Fan, what did you do? You acted clueless after hearing that. How would I know? I'm no miracle doctor. Seeing your goal was achieved. You quickly called 911. You didn't want this bastard to die that easily. So even though Wang Delong came at you angrily, you didn't say a single word and solved the crisis just like that. But of course, things can't be that simple. Early the next morning, Wang Dalong was half dead lying in a hospital bed. Damn, something's definitely wrong here. I paid 2 million for the fake one. No way it vanished just like that. Next, Wang Delong called Wang Defa. Dad, mine's gone. Wang Defa listened, looking totally speechless. What the hell are you talking about? Dad, I'm serious, the 2 million fake one is gone. Wang Defa saw Wang Delong was being dead serious. He quickly drove to Jiangcheng one hospital. After all, this is his only son, hoping for an heir. After understanding the situation in detail, Wang Defa keenly noticed something strange was going on. Business mogul Shen Tianfang had an incurable disease before, but got healed by a mysterious doctor. Now Liu Ryan had breast cancer and got cured as well. And his son's buddy Jia Kunken also disappeared after meeting a guy named Yu Fan, just vanished out of the blue. Could it be? Wang Defa's joy was showing.
He recently got liver cancer.
Late stage even. But to keep his company running smoothly, he never told anyone about his illness, not even his close family. All these years he's relied on private doctors to keep him alive. But he knows that's not a long-term solution. If it gets worse, he might not even see his grandson. After hearing Shen Tianfang was cured,
He started to hope again.
but these days, he spent tons of money and manpower, yet found nothing about this miracle doctor. He once thought it was fate punishing the Wang family. But now it looks like he's not doomed after all. Do you know where that Yufan guy is now? Still don't know. Wang Dalong heard this, thinking his dad was rushing to avenge him. So he quickly grabbed his dad and took a bunch of cronies, heading straight for your place, Jingshu Mansion. Meanwhile, Shen Tianfang called you, because you two co-founded a Chinese medicine park, and the local government named it one of the top 10 enterprises of the year. The park's stock soared.
And
It triggered an online Chinese medicine health trend. So Shen Tianfang planned to bring Shen Yuwei and use this chance to thank you for saving his life. You agreed. After all, your wife is her sister's best friend, so nothing inappropriate. But just after you hung up, someone started knocking. Damn, dude, are you cow? You show up right after talking about you. Just as you open the door, Wang Delong stormed in, furious. Damn, yesterday's incident was definitely you messing behind my back. If you don't kneel and apologize today, I won't call myself Wang. You weren't fazed at all. Because, they have zero evidence. Are you nuts? I don't have superpowers. No way, I magically made your fake thing disappear. But as soon as you finished, you realized something was off. Shit. I never told you my fake one's gone. How did you know? Wang Defa was smiling with joy. That just confirmed further. The guy in front of him was most likely the miracle doctor he's been searching for. Right after that, Wang Delong tried to go at you with his gang. But the next second he froze. Because Wang Defa walked up to Wang Delong and slapped him hard. Dad, I'm Delong. He's the one who bullied me. And then pointed right at you. Damn, you dare disrespect the miracle doctor. A slap is too light for you. Wang Defa knew inside that someone who can cure cancer is not someone ordinary folks can mess with. None of them could be his match. If the miracle doctor takes action himself, his son might just die or be crippled. So he decided to teach Wang Delong a lesson for you, hoping to win you over. But what Wang Defa didn't expect was his action ended up wiping out the Wang clan. How did he know who I am? He originally just wanted to give Wang Delong a lesson, but now to prevent future trouble, he decided to eradicate the Wang family. Too bad for all those bottas, taking up so many inventory slots. Talking about this, you couldn't help feeling a little sorry. Wang Defa saw you weren't angry, so he relaxed. Miracle doctor, I know. You're the legendary doctor who cured Shen Tianfang. I'm begging you, please help me. Kneeling, he said Delong offended the miracle doctor. Please forgive him. Let him off. As he spoke, he pulled Wang Delong down to kneel with him. He finished without caring about Delong's feelings, and made him bow his head again and again. But looking at the two kneeling in front of you, your anger burned hotter. Damn, they dared expose me again in front of everyone. They're asking to die. While you were thinking how to quietly get rid of the Wang family, someone knocked again. Just as expected, it was the Shen siblings. The two saw the scene and just froze there. Fan, what's going on? Shen Tianfang asked. He was about to say more, but right then, Shen Yuwei tugged his sleeve, hinting he'd better talk later. Shen Yuwei, as Lu Ryan's bestie, had already heard about this. Wang Delong saw things were weird, so he decided to send the Wang father and son away first. I could overlook today's incident, but just as he spoke halfway, Wang Defa interrupted again. Miracle doctor, please help me. I was diagnosed with late-stage liver cancer. I know you recently cured President Shen. As he spoke, he pointed at Shen Tianfang. Shen Tianfang looked speechless. He'd just promised Yufen to keep his identity secret. Yet someone already found out. Damn, are you trying to get me killed? You were speechless as well. How did Wang Defa rule Amping with this IQ? At the same time, you were even more determined to wipe out the Wang family. The Wang clan must go. Otherwise, with Wang Defa's IQ, he'll drag you down sooner or later. Wang Delong, kneeling now, was already shocked speechless. Usually, whenever he screwed up, no matter what it was, his dad could fix it. But now, his dad was being taught like a dog. And what does late-stage liver cancer mean? He'd never heard his dad mention that before. When he heard this, Shen Tianfang understood everything. So that's what happened. Even though he's a business mogul, facing Yufen, I can only keep the secret. But those two dared to threaten the miracle doctor face to face. They must be tired of living. You look at Wang Defa kneeling on the ground. Really got no way to deal with him. So you decide to calm him down first. Better not let this get too big. But I need to do acupuncture first. Come with me. Wang Defa hears this. Ignoring Wang Delong, who is still kneeling, he runs after you. Follows you to the bedroom. After acupuncture, you face the foot soldiers of liver cancer in Wang Defa's body. And start the fight. They couldn't even survive 2 rounds. Turned into experience points. Just finished the battle. Wang Defa immediately feels a strange warm feeling flood his body. Is this the legendary miracle doctor? Only 2 minutes passed. The effect kicks in right away. Pretty terrifying, honestly. But only you just cleared 1 foot soldier for him. There are still tons of monsters waiting ahead. If you want to cure cancer, it's not that easy. All right. I only helped ease your pain for now. You'll need a lot more treatment later to fully cure it. Still takes a lot of therapy. Don't ever tell anyone about today. Or deal with the consequences yourself. Wang Defa hears this. Nods quickly. Don't worry, miracle doctor. Even if I die, I won't betray you. Right now, Wang Difa has truly seen you as his only lifeline. After you sent Wang and his son off, you walk up to Shen Tianfeng. Sorry about that. I got held up a bit. Shen Yue hears this, quickly steps up and asks, was that guy Wang Delong? Yeah. Liu Ryan mentioned him before. Facing this type, you really shouldn't save them. Shen Tianfeng hears this. His brain freezes. So I'm the only Mongolian here. Who exactly are those two? You guys better explain. Then Shen Yue fully tells all the evil things the Wang family has done, one by one. Damn, who even does stuff like this? Angry and frustrated, Shen Tianfeng realizes this is absolutely a chance to show off in front of you. Someone like Shen Tianfeng, even in the whole Dragon Nation, is still a top business leader. Dealing with some county bully, he's totally confident. So he starts talking to you. Brother Fang, want me to use my connections to get rid of him for you? You start thinking after hearing this. That could work. The Wang family is big after all. I can't handle them all myself. And right now it's most important to get rid of Wang Defa ASAP. Keep him from spreading the news. After thinking for a bit, you look at Shen Tianfeng. Say, sure, that's possible. But what way do you have to get rid of him legally or quietly? Making a big scene nowadays still brings a lot of trouble. If my identity gets exposed in a police investigation, it'd be a disaster for me.
Plus,
I want the whole Wang family gone. Shen Tianfeng is stunned. Helping you take out those two is fine. But the whole Wang clan is huge. How am I supposed to handle that? But since he'd already bragged so much. Give me a moment, Brother Fang. He starts brainstorming. Soon after, Shen Tianfeng comes up with an idea. Got it. Don't you say, the Wang clan oppresses the locals. As long as the locals agree to testify in court, with my connections. This is basically a sure thing. Shen Yue hears this, starts agreeing too. Yeah, the locals always get bullied. They definitely hate the Wang family already. Before, they were scared of them, have been holding in anger. Now that my brother will stand up for them, they'll surely be willing to testify. But you frown at this. If the Wang family dominates Anping County, they must have more tricks up their sleeve. The villagers might not really help us. But right now, there's nothing better. Alright, just be careful with your actions. If you need me, just ask. After you reply, Shen Tianfeng says, in less than a month, he can wipe out the whole Wang clan. But things aren't that simple. The Wang family rules Anping, not just relying on Wang Defa. They've got Wang Mu backing them. She's scheming, really understands how to manipulate people. Always looks kind and friendly. But everyone knows. Every time Wang Delong causes trouble, those nasty tricks are always Wang Mu's idea. Usually Wang Defa plays the good cop. She plays the bad cop, making Anping County a mess. She's ruthless and cunning, smart and brave. Her importance in the Wang family is obvious, just as you expected. Only a week passed. Shen Tianfeng calls you. On the phone, he says. By the third day, using his contacts, he got tons of evidence of the Wang family's crimes. As long as the locals can testify in court, they can take down the whole Wang clan. And those villagers heard a big shot would stand up for them. So they happily agreed. He thought then, things were basically settled. He even brought in many reporters. But till today, with the court about to open, the villagers who promised to testify have all changed their minds. They claim they don't even know Shen Tianfeng and were never bullied by the Wang clan. Then a little girl even says, the Wang family builds schools and hospitals in our county. Usually, they help poor families like us. They're model citizens. Anyone can tell. The little girl has tears in her eyes, looking pitiful and wronged, clearly coerced by the Wang family. After hearing this, you get furious. Didn't expect the Wangs to have such powerful tricks, even make a little girl willingly lie. So, time to face Wang Mu for real. Knowing how serious things are, you immediately drive to Anping County Courthouse. Meanwhile, because Wang Defa hasn't been treated by you these days, his condition gets worse. The liver cancer captain, who was only level 20, has mutated seriously now, turned into a level 30 mutated liver cancer monster. And diseases mutated from delayed treatment like this often come with their own domain. In battle within that area, all your stats drop. High-level mutated monsters can even confuse you. When confused like this, which means even with 10 pets sharing the damage, you still might not beat them. At that moment, Shen Tianfeng was swamped by reporters. Mr. Shen, didn't you claim before that the Wang clan is totally lawless? But looking at it now, things don't seem to be as you said. Some clout chasing. Unprincipled reporters stepped forward. I don't care if the Wangs are actually evil. As long as I get a headline today, that promotion is basically mine. Facing the aggressive reporters, Shen Tianfeng was at a loss for words. But the next second, he froze in his tracks. What the hell is going on? The reporters all seemed to have agreed, and vanished from his sight in an instant. They left completely. That's right, it was your doing. Just moments ago, you called Wang Defa. Over the phone, you promised him that if he cleared those reporters, you'd give him another treatment immediately. Hearing this, Wang Defa readily agreed. Even though he knew you wanted Shen to take down his clan, whether he'd even survive until tomorrow was still unknown. I'm sorry, honey. I really have no other choice. Right after hanging up, Wang Defa called Wang Delong. Contact manager Yang at Longhua Press. Tell him to pull all reporters from the court. Hearing this, Wang Delong was stunned on the spot. He knew if they lost this case, the entire Wang clan would likely be ruined forever. Why would my dad help an outsider? It seems my old man has been brainwashed by Yufen. In this world, how could there be a doctor who cures cancer? But then he thought, maybe his father had a deeper plan. The reporters on site are already bought and under our control. If we want them back, it just takes one word from me. And those villagers set to testify. My mother has already handled them. In this lawsuit, Shen Tianfeng stands no chance at all. So I'll just follow his lead for now. DeLong then ordered manager Yang to withdraw the reporters. Afterward, as agreed, you drove to Wang Difa's private clinic. Upon entering, you saw on him that terrifying level 30 mutant. Damn, what the hell is that? Seeing a mutant for the first time, you were completely shell-shocked. Then a system prompt sounded. Level 30 mutant, evolved from a liver cancer commander. Entering combat triggers its domain, slightly boosting its own attributes. When fighting high-level mutants, there's a chance to enter a confused state. In a confused state, your and your pet's attacks might hit yourself at any time. Looking at the system info, you began to hesitate. How strong is this mutant? You had no idea. Besides, is it worth the risk? For a man like Wang Defa? Seeing your long silence, Wang Defa seemed to realize his fate. Doctor, am I really beyond saving? Your condition has severely worsened. I'm not fully confident right now. If this treatment fails, you might die in extreme agony.
Die.
If you don't treat it, you have about a week left. Hearing this, Wang Defa fully accepted his end. Then, like a final spark, he began to tell you his life story. At age 22, he graduated from a top university and entered society that same year. He thought with his credentials, he would thrive in the world. But reality gave him a harsh blow. That day, he went to Longhua Tech for an interview. Longhua Tech back then was already quite famous. Countless graduates applied there. Even so, Wang Defa was still very confident. After all, he knew, for someone from a small town like him, opportunities to change fate were rare, and this was one of them. But to his surprise, halfway through the interview, he was already hired. He was stunned where he sat. Sir, am I really hired? Don't be excited, young man. It's real. Be here at 8 a.m. sharp tomorrow. I did it. But how could the rookie know that an endless hell awaited him? The next day, he arrived on time, but he found his department was completely empty. Confused, he checked the time. It was correct, a regular workday. The interviewer said to start today. But just as he said that, a group of armed officers surrounded him. A fresh graduate had never seen this. He shook uncontrollably with fear. What on earth is happening? Hands on your head, don't move. Later, he was charged with stealing secrets and sentenced to 3 years. He only learned later that the executives for profit stole their own source code and sold it to a competitor. When the boss found out, he couldn't do anything about it because the culprit was his brother-in-law. Over the years, using this connection, the guy often bullied colleagues and took bribes from subordinates. The boss always looked the other way. But stealing the source code was beyond his control. Someone was going to prison for this. The boss tried to save his brother-in-law. Luckily, the theft hadn't been discovered by others yet. Maybe he could use the interviews to frame someone. And so Wang Difa became the scapegoat. After 3 years in prison, he finally understood society's cruelty. He swore to make those who bullied him pay 100 times over. Around that time, he met Longhua Tech's former accountant, who got a year for helping the boss cook books. That person was later Mother Wang Kui Lian. With their high professional skills, they soon dominated the industry. They eventually bought Longhua Tech and made the old boss pay the price. Over the next few years, their business grew even larger, and their mindset changed completely. The hero who slays the dragon eventually becomes the dragon. In an accident, Wang Difa committed a terrible crime. Luckily, Kui Lan pulled strings to keep him out of prison. To start over, they returned to his hometown, Amping. With his business mind and Kui Lian's ruthlessness, within a few years. At this point, Wang Difa was already sobbing uncontrollably. All of this is what I deserve. I let down my people back home. And you just stood there, blankly watching everything. I didn't expect Wang Difa had gone through all that. But it's the people of Amping County who suffered. Suddenly, Wang Difa seemed to make a big decision. He slowly turned to you and spoke. Yufen, I founded the Wang family myself, so I should be the one to end it. I can give you all the evidence of the Wang family's crimes, and I can testify for you in court. But I need you to promise me one thing. Hearing that, you froze for a second. You didn't expect it. He was actually willing to do the right thing, even against his own family. It's okay, just say it. As long as it's within the law, I can help you. Over the years, DeLong has made countless mistakes. His mom always covered things up well, so there's no shortage of evidence left behind. So he probably won't stay loyal for long. I want you to keep an eye on him. I must see you clear out the Wang family. Let our family keep at least one last bloodline. When the miracle doctor heard that, you felt a bit helpless. But for the greater good, you agreed. I can agree. But if he gets himself killed, then there's nothing I can do. After that, you drove Wang Difa to the court. When Quillian saw Wang Difa, she couldn't hide her joy. Didn't see that coming. This old man is always hard to find. But when something happens, he really shows up. But it wasn't until the trial started that she realized Wang Difa didn't come to save them at all. Just as expected, with solid evidence and Wang Difa's turn against them, the whole Wang family was taken down, and peace returned to Amping County. And you and Liu Ryan enjoyed a peaceful life together. During that time, you leveled up to 40 by fighting monsters. At the same time, you discovered news about the ruins of the ancient gods. Ruins of the ancient gods, a site said to be left by ancient gods during their training. Training there can quickly boost your level, and you might uncover more divine secrets. Seeing all this, you were a little surprised. Earlier, you were lucky enough to find a secret about the gods. It mentioned, if strange events caused by corruption appear, collecting the relics of the 4 sacred beasts can remove the negative effects from their domains. So what are the 4 sacred beasts? And how am I supposed to get their relics? If back then, Wang Difa's level 30 Cancer army didn't have the Centurion's domain, I'm sure I could have beaten him. Forget it, maybe it was just fate. Thinking of this, you couldn't help but feel it's a pity. But what happened next forced you to start your journey searching for the sacred beast's relics. That day, You went to the hospital as usual to fight monsters and level up. But as soon as you arrived, your phone rang. Fan, where are you right now? Please hurry back. Liu Ryan just fainted. It was Liu Ryan's best friend, Shen Yuwei. When you heard this, you rushed back to Jingshu Mansion. What happened? She was totally fine when I left this morning. Shen Yuwei explained to you. I don't know either. We were planning to practice cooking and make you a big dinner. But just as we were about to start, she suddenly collapsed and passed out. Without hesitation, you quickly checked Liu Ryan's condition. Strange mutated breast cancer. Level 70 boss, National Guard General, leader of the mutant monsters. If you win, Liu Ryan's life will be extended by 10 years. Seeing that, you suddenly felt lost. After all, you're only level 45 right now. Going up against a level 70 boss is nearly impossible. And it's a mutant with its own domain. Suddenly you remembered that secret about the gods. Didn't it say if you found sacred beast artifacts, you could get rid of a mutant's negative domain effects? You found hope again. But then, you got nervous again. But I'm only level 45. How do I beat a level 70 boss? Whatever, I'll just take it one step at a time. As long as there's hope, I won't give up. Then, you used the golden needle skill on Liu Ryan. With the skill's effect for a whole day, Liu Ryan slowly woke up. Next, you brewed some herbal tonic in the pharmacy. After taking it, Liu Ryan was obviously feeling much better. Shen Yuwei was amazed. Wow, Fan. You're really a miracle worker. Can't believe she woke up so fast. But only you knew. This was just a temporary fix. You called Shen Yuwei into the living room. I'll be away for a few days. Please help take care of Liu Ryan for me. If anything happens, let me know right away. Don't worry, I got it. Shen Yuwei didn't really get your reason, but she agreed. Just as you were about to leave, out of the corner of your eye, you saw Shen Yuwei again, with her 100-ton stone lady monster next to her. Oh, right. After all this time, the stealth hands skill must have cooled down. Then, you used stealth hands on the stone lady. When you checked, a blinding golden light burst out. Congrats, host, you got the Nirvana Rebirth God tier skill. Nirvana Rebirth, a relic from ancient beast Vermilion Bird. Collect all 4 sacred beasts' relics and turn trash to treasure. Can turn the tables even in the worst situation. Skill intro, passive when in battle. When HP hits 0, instantly revive at full health. And all status is restored. Works only once per battle. Outside battle, it's an active skill. Can be used on someone dying and force them to live 15 more days, restoring 30 vitality. Note, you can also extend life even more by sacrificing your own lifespan. Holy shit. Isn't this just the Pro Max version of that lifesaver skill? And why did a sacred beast relic show up with the stone lady? How could it be so easy to get one? There's no time to think about it now. So you hurried to the bedroom and used Nirvana Rebirth on Liu Ryan. Suddenly, a wave of energy rushed into her. Then boundless life force flooded out. In just a moment, Liu Ryan felt like she was reborn. What happened? Why do I feel so much lighter? You looked at Liu Ryan and didn't say much more. Honey, I might be gone for a while. Please take care of yourself at home. Yuhan will keep you company for now. If anything feels off, tell her right away. Before Liu Ryan could say anything, you left the room. Time is life now. Every second lost means more danger for her. Then you drove to a private clinic. It was run by Zhang Yang, Chun Hao's good buddy. You'd been here before and learned about the ruins of the ancient gods, so you wanted to try your luck here again. Wow, what a rare guest. Fan, long time no see, bro. When Zhang Yang saw you, he quickly came over to greet you. You pretended you came to study and planned to stay for a few days. He didn't think much of it, so he let you stay. I've got a lot of appointments today, so I'll be pretty busy. Feel free to look around. No worries, you go ahead. If I don't get something, I'll just ask you when you're done. All right, all right. After he finished talking, he started seeing patients. And you just stood by, quietly watching the diseases each person had. You thought Lady Luck would always be on your side. But after 5 days straight, you didn't spot anything special. Finally, on the sixth day, you decided to try your luck somewhere else. After saying goodbye to Zhang Yang, you turned to leave the clinic. But just then, in the crowd, a flash of light caught your eye. Looking closer, lucky monster, special disease monster. Level unknown. Note, fight with the lucky monster. There's a chance to win a super prize. Just as expected, after starting the battle, you beat the lucky monster easily. Congrats, you got 3.8 million EXP. Level up to 51.
Congrats, you got a formation. 5 elements array.
It auto-activates during battle. All allies share incoming damage. Recovers 100 HP more for all eyes. Congrats, you got a legendary secret realm fragment. You need 10 to open the second secret realm. That unlocks the mythical secret realm, Taigu. Even a single fragment has a 1% chance to work. Damn, this lucky monster was really something. You sighed. The odds of a single fragment working are so low. No idea how long it'll take to gather 10. But right now, Liu Ryan can't wait that long. Should you gamble on this spirit monster's chance? Turns out just yesterday, Shan Yuwei called you again. On the call, you heard Liu Ryan's condition got worse again. If Zhuk wasn't keeping her alive, she might not have made it. Thinking about it, you no longer hesitated. You braced yourself and used a fragment. Gathering 10 pieces will take forever. Liu Ryan can't possibly wait. Better to take a chance. Maybe there's still a bit of hope. Suddenly, the scene changed in a flash. The fragment started floating up slowly and gave off a strange light. But in the next second, you froze. Just heard a bang. The fragment turned to dust and vanished. Seeing that, your heart sank instantly. Looking at the last fragment in your hand, it felt like you made a huge decision. Earlier, you got a weird item from monsters, an amplification banner. Use it, and any event's success rate goes up by 1%. This item's above all rules. Only usable once per event. You used to think 1% was worthless. What the hell? This felt like a totally useless item. So you just tossed it in your bag and never touched it again. But now that 1% compared to almost 0 feels like a god-tier tool. So you tried the banner on the fragment. But next second, you were utterly shocked again. The moment you used the item, the fragment started spinning in a weird way. Then your mind turned fuzzy too. Tons of strange memories rushed into your brain. You don't know how long you stayed like that. Shit, my head hurts. What the hell is going on? Who's the person in the vision? Why do I have his memories? When you opened your eyes again, you saw a sea of flowers in front of you. You tried to recall what happened before arriving here, but couldn't remember anything. Damn, my head's killing me. Is this the legendary, secret realm left by the gods? How did I get here? Looking at the butterflies, you're tempted to reach out and touch them, but they phased right through you. As you were wondering, an old man's voice came from behind. You turned to look. Don't be scared, kid. This is the secret realm from the legends. Tell me, what do you want here? Not far away, an old man with white hair was standing there. After a quick thought, you spoke to the old man. I want to get powerful, fast, so I can save the one I love. The old man just sighed at that. You're carrying too many secrets. Don't you want to know why you can see the monster diseases on others? Don't you want to know where those missing memories came from and who they belong to? When the old man asked that, you were stunned. Isn't it just because I'm a traveler from another world? And what is up with those memories he mentioned? Just now I really felt like I lost something important. Who are you, really? How do you know so much about me? Hearing that, the old man sighed again. Seems you really remember nothing. All right, I can offer you unbeatable power. But first, I need to see if you can handle it. So, you have to pass 3 trials I set. Suddenly, 3 cards appeared in front of you. You were doubtful about the old man's words. But you honestly have no other way out. So you focused your mind, and the middle card vanished. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. While heartbroken, all your powers are disabled. Good luck. As the old man finished, the scene changed again. Where am I? What kind of trial could be in this little house? But before you can react, a man wearing a pig mask walks over. Hello, Challenger. Welcome to my test. You can see, this room isn't that big. There's no hidden area. Then the masked guy snapped his fingers, and you two were teleported outside. In a minute, I'll place this magical orb in the room. Find it within 15 minutes to pass. To prevent cheating, I'll watch your every move. Ready? Hearing that, you sense something was off. Something feels weird, but you can't tell what. After a quick thought, you already have a bold guess. Could it really be that easy? Whatever, better safe than sorry. I'm ready. As soon as you say that, the masked guy flashes into the room, puts the orb down, and says, "Come in." He waves his hand, and you're teleported inside too. Timer starts. At first, you focus on the shelves, but as time goes by, you can't even find a trace of the orb. That's when you think of your bold guess from before. The demon pill is hidden inside you. Hearing this, the other person was startled, but then calmed down. You truly are the legendary chosen one. Solving my trials is like playing a game to you. Congrats, you passed my trial. As he spoke, he summoned a spirit that slowly flew to you. This is a whisper spirit. He'll help you in the upcoming trials. Just as he finished speaking, he vanished in front of you. Looking at the spirit beside you, you were totally confused. What did he mean by chosen one just now? Why does it feel like everyone knows who I am, except me? Before you could think more, you were teleported back to the secret realm. Didn't expect to clear the first trial so fast. Looks like you're stronger than I thought. Of course. Without hesitation, you quickly pick the next card. The scene instantly shifts to a void space. A chessboard floats in the middle. Across it stands a man wearing a gold mask. Welcome to my trial. Challenger, my rules are simple. There are 50 black and 50 white chess pieces. Game starts now. You must put all the pieces in bowls. How you split them up is up to you. After you're done, I'll make you temporarily blind. And you need to pick a bowl first. Then pick a black piece from that bowl. If you grab a black piece, you win. Upon hearing this, you realize this isn't just luck. After thinking briefly, I'm ready. Let's start. As soon as you finish speaking, begin. You put all the white pieces and 49 black pieces together in one bowl. Wait, you broke the rules. You have to split the pieces into 2 bowls. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Before the masked man could finish, you cut him off. Then, you take the last black piece and put it in the other bowl.
Done.
The benefit of this split is, if you pick the bowl with just 1 black piece, you'll win instantly. Even if you don't pick it, the other bowl still gives you almost a 50% chance to grab a black piece. Seeing this, the masked man was a bit surprised. You really are the chosen one. You're definitely different from the rest. Interesting. Next, the masked man raises his arm. A wave of black fog envelopes your vision. You lose all sight. Then the masked man starts shaking the bowls. Soon he's done shaking them. He puts the 2 bowls in front of you. All right. Which bowl do you choose? Left or right? Hearing this, you hesitate a bit. Let's pick the left one. You have skills. But luck doesn't seem to favor you. Hearing that, you smirk wickedly. Now, please choose a piece from the bowl. Without hesitation, you grab 5 pieces at random. Do I have a black piece? You ask the masked man. But he stays silent. How is that possible? How could anyone be this lucky? No answer comes from him. So you're pretty sure all 5 pieces in your hand are probably black. Then you throw each piece down one by one. The last piece left in your hand is black. Did I pick right? You're actually stronger than I imagined. Even Lady Luck chose your side? Congrats, you passed the trial. As he speaks, he creates a ball of light that flows to the whisper spirit next to you. The spirit erupts with powerful energy at once. A terrifying aura bursts out from him. He can make your spirit gain supreme cohesion. As for what this power does, you'll find out later. Before you can say anything, the masked man waves his hand and sends you back to the secret realm. But once you're teleported back, you're stunned.
Damn.
What the hell is happening? The secret realm that looked like paradise has become a living hell. The intense heat keeps reminding you you're running out of time. Seeing this, you're even more confused. Then, you realize you can't just sit here and wait to die. But since you entered this place, all your abilities have stopped working. You have no solutions right now. Just when you lose hope, the whisper spirit jumps out. Master, I sense there's a lot of void in this scene. In other words, this whole area is just an illusion. It won't actually hurt you with the heat. Even this extreme heat is only fake. If it were real, you'd be in trouble. Hearing this, you're even more confused. You look at the whisper spirit. Anything else you know? How do I break this illusion? The spirit hesitates a bit. There is a way to break it, but it requires you to sacrifice your most precious thing in your heart. Hearing that, you get angry. My most precious thing? You mean my talents and treasures? If I sacrifice them, my power would drop a lot. I came here to get stronger and save Lou Ryan. Besides, this spirit's origins are unclear, so I can't fully trust what he says. Isn't there any other solution? You look at the spirit and ask. The whisper spirit thinks for a bit. Isn't there anything else? Well, there's another way. I can sacrifice myself to break the illusion for you. But without my help, you might not pass the upcoming trial, since I can sense it. But you still don't fully trust me. For you, sacrificing me is also an option. After hearing him, you stay silent. He really doesn't seem to have bad intentions. But if I lose him, like he says, I can't pass the next trials. Then isn't this trip wasted? Thinking this, you start to hesitate. After a brief thought, you still choose the trap. Your greatest talent, diamond body. When strange light flashes, you feel like something important in your life has vanished. Then the whisper spirit casts a spell. The illusion fades away. Whoa. As soon as you finish speaking, the old man appeared from afar. Worthy of being the chosen one. You really made the right choice. When faced with the big decisions, don't rush. Once you pass this last challenge, everything will become clear. Alright, let's get started then. Hearing this, you urge the old man to hurry up. Every second wasted now means more danger for Lou Ryan. No need to rush. Kid,
Time here is frozen compared to the outside world.
no matter how long you stay, the outside won't change from when you arrived. So, what's this last challenge? You breathe a sigh of relief when you hear this. The old man then slowly says to you, this final challenge was carefully prepared just for you, and I am the gatekeeper. After saying that, the old man waves his hand. A table appears out of thin air before you. The rules are simple. We each have a race car. There are 8 park cards here. To your surprise, the old man actually picked the seat. Seeing this, you start to seriously think about his motive. This old man is very clever. If it was just a racing game, he wouldn't keep picking parts unrelated to speed. There must be some hidden trick involved. Then, a bold idea pops into your mind. The last rule clearly says, as long as you make it to the finish alive, you win. Surviving isn't that simple. He's been picking parts that aren't about speed. His real plan is to use his advantage later, to place his car on the inner track. If I want to finish the race, I have to turn every time I turn. He can seize the moment and speed up to ram me off the track and knock me out. If that's really the case, that's terrifying. When you hesitate to pick a card, the old man can't help but remind you. What's wrong, kid? You have the only break part. That gives you the biggest advantage. So what are you worried about? Hearing this, you're even more sure of his intent. Now only the windshield and another steering wheel are left. Without hesitation, you pick the steering wheel. You chose parts that aren't about speed. And most importantly, I have the steering wheel. I really can't figure out how you plan to beat me. The old man lets his guard down after hearing that. Kid, that's not necessarily true. The old man interrupts. Looking at his confident face, you know you basically have it in the bag. After the choices are made, you both start to modify your cars, just as you expected. The old man picked the inner track. When the countdown ends, you both officially start the race. As long as you drive normally now and hide your strategy, you can win easily. Soon after, you both reach the first curve. The old man sees his chance and hits the gas. You know he doesn't have the steering wheel or brakes. This acceleration is his way to break through. He wants to use speed in the curve to crash into you. Without hesitation, you quickly hit the brakes to slow down and dodge. Without brakes, the old man's car can't slow down. And without the steering wheel, he can't turn.
He rushes right off the track.
Heading straight for the abyss. You finish the race safely, barely avoiding danger. Damn, that was close. Almost lost my life. As soon as you finish speaking, the old man appears in front of you. Kid, you're impressive. Didn't expect you to see through my plan so soon. And you hit it so well. Of course. Now, can you tell me everything about myself? Oh, right. And that unmatched power.